Jalen, Coach Martinez said you were the most consistent of the bunch so far in the secondary. Do you think if you would have come to a place like Tennessee right out of high school, you would have practiced that well, or do you think that has developed over time as a college player?
One thing that I always look back on is not necessarily like regretting any like decisions I made in the past. So I feel like being at the place I was, it built me to be able to come to a place like this and be able to compete with the guys, and yeah.
What were some of the biggest driving factors as to why you chose Tennessee out of the portal?
So obviously it's in the SEC, so in my opinion, I feel like it's the best conference in the nation. So being able to compete against the best, not only during games, but during practice as well. So I feel like that was a huge deciding factor, being able to come here and really push myself and really being able to push the guys in my room and like the receivers I'll be going against during practice and games.
What's the biggest difference from playing at Temple to now playing at an SEC school like Tennessee?
Man, in my opinion, I feel like Division I football is Division I football, you know, and everywhere from the last school I came to now, the speed is very similar. Obviously, up front, you know, you got your bigger guys and all that, so I feel like that was a huge difference. But it's more so like the speed. I mean, it's the same, and yeah.
What's been the biggest learning curve or adjustment for you here in the early going?
So fortunate for me, I've been able to play a little bit of football throughout my career. So I haven't not seen a lot. I feel like when it comes to being able to, I guess, learn, going against our offense is fast-paced, so being able to go against that every practice, I mean, I feel like that's something I had to adjust to, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job.
Sort of what I asked before, guys like you were under-recruited out of high school. Obviously, schools like this think a lot more of your abilities now. Do you think for situations like yours, like the transfer portal is a good thing? Do you think the portal's good?
Yeah, so I do. I feel like it gives people the opportunity to chase difference, you know. I mean, obviously, going into the transfer portal, it's not, grass isn't always green on the other side, you know. But fortunate, me being in the position I am today, I feel like I made the right decision. I feel like it has worked out and it is beneficial towards some.
Jalen, when you made the move here, did you come here sort of a chip on your shoulder, kind of trying to prove yourself kind of thing, or is it more I'm grateful for the opportunity that's come my way?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how I play. You know, like I play with a chip on my shoulder. Like kind of what he said, I was under recruited out of high school, so being at the high school I was at, playing with the people I played with, and getting to college, I was under recruited like that, like what was said, and I feel like I've always kind of played with a chip on my shoulder. So yes.
Do you remember how many Division I offers you had coming up?
I want to say around 16, 17-ish. Yeah.
What has been your favorite part about being a part of this Tennessee program so far? I know it's early, but what could you pick if you could?
Man, the guys, that always makes it just being part of a team that it's open and that's really welcoming to me when I came in, you know. Like you never want to go somewhere where like you looked at sideways or stuff like that. So being able to come here and being welcomed with open arms, really being taken in as one of the guys. I say the corner room or the DB room as a whole, I feel like I've really grown close with them. Yeah.
And you were a 2-year starter. This is your, I think, going into your 4th year of college ball. Now you get here and you're a new guy, but there's a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores here. Was that kind of odd to see some younger guys that are maybe less experienced than you, even though you're kind of the new guy?
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because I was actually talking with my parents the other day about like this is the first time that like I've always been the young old head, so like the younger guy, but like the old head type. But this is the first time that like I've actually like been the oldest in the room and one of the oldest in the room, and it's different, but at the same time, like when you got guys that we have in our room that's extremely talented, you know, that we all push each other and all that, and we're all, it's a healthy competition, you know, like we're all there for each other. Like someone mess up on a play, we try to coach it up, and yeah.
Andre had talked about how one of his goals was to kind of foster a closeness within the secondary. Just how have you seen him step up and do that as a leader?
Yeah, he's done a great job in my opinion. Dre, since I came in, he's one of those people that like definitely was the welcoming type person. I feel like because of him, our secondary is as close as we are, and I feel like we'll just continue to get closer.
Thanks, Jalen.
Thank y'all.